Hello everybody and welcome to Freedom Ranch Homestead. Today we are processing our meat chickens. So we're going to take you through the whole process from harvesting the chickens in a humane way to plucking all their feathers in our chicken plucker, and then also to getting them prepared, processed, which entails taking out their guts. So if you're a little bit squeamish, I suggest that you fast forward through that part. But getting them processed and then getting them packaged into bags that we were able to get the air sealed out of and put into our freezer. So this is the very first time that I have ever done anything like this. I kind of made a promise to myself that with the animals that we got for our land, knowing if they were going to be eventually processed for our nourishment, I made a promise that they would have the best life possible for however long or short that they were here on the ranch. And so these little chicks, when they came to us in the middle of March, they were treated really well. We had them in the yurt with us for about 2 weeks, and then they grew super fast. So we made a chicken tractor for them, and then once they realized that was their home, we were able to open up the door for them during the day, and they got to free range with all the other hens and roosters, and so they lived large. We feel like they really had a good life. They were fed and watered and well taken care of. So when this day came and I knew that it was time to process them, I felt just a little bit better that I had given them a good life. But harvesting them is definitely going to be a challenge because I personally have never killed anything in my life except for roadkill, which I shed tears over each time that happens. So this is definitely going to be a challenging day for me, but I know it needs to be done. I know it's done all over the world every single day, so that we can have food in our refrigerators or in our grocery stores. So you know what, I'm just going to learn new things, and hopefully by the end of the day we will have a freezer full of chicken that will nourish our bodies for weeks to come.
So what I'm going to do is take a combination of things I learned as a kid when we used to harvest chickens when I was probably in my early teens. And then also some of the YouTube videos I've watched. There's been so many great resources out there that I've been able to look at, new technology, chicken pluckers, the shrink wrap bags, all the different techniques people are using to make this process much easier today than it was back 40 or 50 years ago. So
when you were a kid and had to hand pluck everything.
Right.
Yep. Extra challenging.
That's the thing I regretted most, was all the pin feathers and the plucking part of it. So I think we're going to have a little better process here. And but let's find out.
Yeah.
So one of the things that has been an invention since I was a kid is the development of these things called restraining cones. Others call them killing cones, etc. But basically the idea is you put the chicken in upside down, the blood's in its head. You can pull the head through the bottom of the cone, dispatch the chicken very easily, completely painless. It is over in less than a split second. It's done. And that's important to us. Obviously, we don't want to hurt our animals, even when we're harvesting them.
So head first, breast forward, and you pull the head through. I'm not going to show.
Yeah, we're not going to show the actual killing.
No.
That's not what this is about. The next step after we've dispatched the chickens, we brought them back over here where we're using a turkey fryer. And just put water in it, bring the temperature up to 150. The source of heat is propane. So then we put the chickens in here for about 30 seconds. We take a poker, we hold them down in here, kind of move them around a little bit, and we roughly 30 seconds, and then we'll test their feet. And if the skin slides off their toes easily, they're ready to go to the next step, which will be putting them into the chicken plucker.
Christian is stepping in to test. You pull the skin off the foot, is that correct?
Yes. So if you get in close here and you look, I should be able to just push like that, and the skin should come right off.
It's ready to go into the chicken plucker.
Take it, yep. Shake some of the water out.
There's
I'm
the
not going to
chicken
get all of it,
plucker.
but some of it.
We need the hose.
You want to spray it with cold water. It helps release the feathers from the skin while it's going through the chicken plucker. when you pull it out, you got a almost perfectly done chicken. Only a few little quills here, which pop out pretty easy. Wow. So you just want to give it a once over.
And here we have our workstation set up with Haley and Gabe. Okay, so Haley, you're going to walk me through this, okay?
I don't know the proper terms.
That's okay. You just talk and say you're going to cut this off and that off.
Got the feet. We're going to cut the feet off first. Or the joint. Sometimes they come off really easily, sometimes
they don't. And then you just put it into the gut pile.
Chuck pile.
Haley, have you ever done this before?
No.
No.
First time.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Feet are off.
Very good.
Come around to the neck. I'm going to trim the skin. Just the skin though. We don't want to cut anything. First for everything, right?
Yep. There's a first for everything.
Get all my skills from coming up here. Okay. Handy dandy scissors. Cut right through.
Nice. Okay. That's the neck.
That's the neck.
Neck is gone.
All right, so this is the back end of the chicken.
Back end, the booty.
The booty. We're going to take the skin again and just pierce through here. Again, trying not to cut any of the chicken itself. All right, so there's a bone right here is what we're trying to get underneath. And then see like that? It just opens up to the inside of the chicken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then we're going to put our fingers in there. Go right in and work our way around the inside to pull all the guts out.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
And the heart.
And the heart, which is Gabe's favorite part. City girl pulling guts out of a chicken.
There's the liver.
Ooh, yeah.
It's an educational
Here we
video,
go.
so should be.
There we go. Got all the guts.
Intestine. Let's find the heart.
Nasty.
Oh, there's the heart.
There's the heart. Fell right off. Look at that beautiful heart.
Oh, take that. Thank you very much.
A little place for that. Okay. Voila.
And chuck.
You need a strong stomach for this job. Haley's got one.
Or an empty stomach.
Good. I like it. And then the chicken goes into the rinsing with fresh water.
All right, let's get it.
We've got a clean chicken.
Fabulous.
And it's going to go over here into our ice bath so it will chill.
Very nice. Before we go into the bagging
And
processing. Yes. Fabulous. You did an amazing job there, Haley. I am truly impressed. And if Christian doesn't give you a diamond ring here very soon, I'm going to shoot him.
I need a chicken leg.
Growing up in La Jolla, California, I knew nothing about farming at all. And so the farming that we did was drive down to Safeway every day with my mom and talk to the butcher to see what the best cut of meat was in. And that was pretty much it. There was no knowledge of actually where the animals came from and what the process was in order to get them into the grocery store. So my eyes have been fully opened, even though I've learned over the years, but to have the experience firsthand was definitely something that I don't quite know how to put into words, but I'm grateful for. But at the same time, I felt really sad for the animals as well. So it was definitely a challenging day for me.
So
I hope I don't break anything.
yeah, just be gentle. You're working it in, kind of massaging. I went in and spread my fingers out.
Okay.
Because you'll feel the membranes kind of start to separate. I know. And then just kind of do this number. There
All right, now once you peel that all the way out,
Yep. So you see,
now you can just trim this down,
What's
right?
that right there?
So, I don't know, something, grab it
Those are
and
just
pull
little
anything
fat
like that,
nodules.
just little fat nodules,
something
pull
like
them out.
that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
But the main thing, give yourself some work room. You go ahead and cut the tail off, so you don't need to pull it out. You just cut down here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You'll feel it hit the bone. All right, and then
It's like an octopus.
yeah, a little. And then what I did was I took it and I bent it back like this
Like that.
to expose that bone,
Okay.
and then be very gentle to watch your finger. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Tails are so weird.
There you go.
There we go.
She's separated.
You did it.
Oh, the heart.
Christian, you gotta try the heart tonight.
Here, Gabers. Here's a heart for you. I love you. I'm giving you my heart.
Oh, you're giving someone else's heart.
Yeah.
You have a very small heart, Mom.
It's like the Grinch. 7 sizes too small.
Okay. Good. So now I rinse it. Yeah, I definitely opened that sucker up.
Yeah, you went a little too far, but
Yeah.
it's all part of learning.
First one.
Okay.
No.
Ready for the...
Coming through.
Open up the cooler.
The what?
Uh-oh, cooler needs to be opened. My chicken's going into the ice.
Like a dry rub, but you know, not that cold.
Sorry, but thank you. I did it. Okay, so now we are packaging the chickens.
So we've taken them out of their first ice bath, and then we put them in another tub of clean water. So we got a second rinse on them. Now we've taken them out. Haley's drying them off, and we're getting them dry and getting them ready for the shrink wrapping. So we're just getting them preset for the shrink wrapping.
And Bree is back from her cheer car wash, so she is participating in this way. Lucky girl, got to miss all the gory parts.
But you're gonna love the food.
Oh no, she's gagging.
Touch my hand.
I have gloves you can wear, Bree, if you're really
Touch your
that.
belly here in a little bit.
I know. The inside of you will be touched. Here we have a tube that came that we have put into the cavity of the chicken. And then we have zip tied around the tube. And then this whole bag will go into the boiling water over there. We're just waiting for it to heat up, which should then shrink wrap it. And then we pull it tight as we pull the tube out.
So just for a bit.
Just for a bit. Get it in there, baby.
That is enough to hurt somebody seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, it might spill over.
Okay, chicken number 2. Let's see if we get a little better at this. We emptied some of the water out, so it was not in threat of coming over on us. It's been 25 seconds.
Is that what it says?
No. That's just how long I've been recording you,
Oh, okay.
since you put the chicken in. We've moved on to using tongs. Very smart move. We're getting the hang of this. So we have found if you leave the zip tie a little bit loose before you put it in the boiling water, that helps to get the air out as well as with the straw. Then when you pull it out, which is probably good now, babe. Pull it out. You then twist it and then pull the zip tie tight. Fabulous. Good job, babe. Perfect. So we have a system going where Haley is cleaning the chickens, drying them off.
Like a baby.
Like a bubba. And then Gabe puts them in a bag, or they put them in a bag. And then they put a zip tie around it, and then I will bring the zip-tied bird over to Chuck, who dips it in the water. Our table is clean, it just doesn't look like it.
So then after we had shrink wrapped the birds, we put them in this cooler here. And this is just a cooler with ice. Get them down to nice cool temperature where we can transfer them into the freezer later tonight for, well, it'll be good to go. But you can see finished product. We're pretty happy. 21 birds in the cooler, started with 25, lost 4. in the process of raising them, and ended up with 21 at the end.
So we have completed our first harvesting of our chickens, and
First crop.
first crop, yeah. I would say it was pretty successful. We are very grateful for the help of Christian and Haley, who drove up to see us and to help harvest the chickens. So, and Gabe, of course, very helpful young man.
And Bree helped us at the end
Yes, she did at the end.
with the shrink wrapping. And
Yep.
so it was a family affair like everything we do around here.
Yeah.
For me, this was a big thing, watching you kind of go through the process of your really creating your own food for the very first time in your life. It reminds me how grateful we should all be to our farmers who do provide the food that we get from the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, people have done this for you forever and you just never realize it, right?
Yeah.
Other people have done it, farmers and meat processors and all the people that do the hard work behind the scenes that we never think about
Yeah.
half the time when food just shows up on our plate. Anyway, a lot of gratitude for that. Very good experience, I think, overall. I think we all learned a lot.
We appreciate you guys following us and commenting with your positive comments, and you're pressing that like button. And we just, we hope you all take very good care, and may God bless you.
God bless. Take care.